Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Jace. Thank you for checking out my video. And this is going to be my review for Insecure Season 2, Episode 4. Alright, y'all, forgive me. I will be drinking this throughout the video. I had a long-ass week, which carried into the weekend. Tired as hell. So this is a blender bottle full of coffee. So forgive me for stopping and drinking, I guess. But yeah, this episode was funny as shit. Probably the funniest that we've seen this season. And I feel like we kind of needed that because last week was kind of like a filler episode for me. I didn't really think it was, it really wasn't that much shit going on. So let's jump right into this shit. It opens up. Kelly and Issa are meeting Molly at her condo because they're about to go to a day party called Kiss and Grind, which sounds interesting as shit. However, Kelly, her drunk ass normal self, they're clowning already. Issa shows up. She has a new fucking attitude because remember Eddie dicked her down the other day. So yeah, her level of security is on 10. So she walks in, talking like, yeah, what's up, y'all? I'm ready to get to this party. I'm ready to, get some niggas, By the way, I'm meeting a dude named Felix there, who she's meeting off this, I don't know if it's Tinder or what, I don't know, the app looks cool because every time I see these hoes swiping on it, it's a bunch of fine-ass men. I'm like, damn, what app are y'all on? But anyway, it looks like a black Tinder or something that they're on. I don't know what it is, but yeah, so she's meeting up with this guy, talking about, yeah, he's got a sophisticated-ass name. She's talking to Kelly in the kitchen. So, but yeah, he got a sophisticated-ass name. His name is Felix. I'm sitting there like, she's like, Felix the cat? I'm like, oh, yeah, when did Felix become sophisticated? I guess because his name ain't DeAndre or some shit that makes it sophisticated. Whatever, Issa. Get your shit. So, yeah, Molly's getting dressed or whatever. She comes out. Issa's like, bitch, come on. We got to get to this party because, like I said, she's ready to get turned up and turned out and fuck something, in her words, is what she said. So, they get onto the party. They're walking through and like they get Kelly reserved them a section or whatever, and they're walking through this club and I'm like, damn, here's another one of these parties with all these beautiful ass black people that I don't remember ever really seeing these type of spots in LA. So yeah, they walking through the club and I'm just looking at everybody like, damn, everybody looks good. But I'm noticing they're like walking all to the back and these bitches is like Molly and Issa are like, damn bitch, where are you taking us, around the corner? So yeah, their section is all the way in the back somewhere. The level of confidence with Issa is still on, and I'm like, okay, this is the kind of the Issa that I like. I guess she's finally coming into herself. I guess she's kind of over Lawrence at this point. That's what I was getting. She's over Lawrence. So get to the section, and y'all remember last week, Molly ran into her friend Dro in the cupcake shop, and he was with his wife. And his wife's name was Candace. Yeah, Dro and Candace were in the cupcake shop. So Dro is also at this day party, and he comes up to the girls as soon as they get there, and he's like, oh, I see Destiny's Child is in the building and shit. Drunk ass Kelly gonna say, well, bitch, who's the Michelle? She points to Issa, and Issa's like, fuck you, bitch. No motherfucking Michelle. And why everybody come from Michelle? Michelle is out here, like, I think she's the most normal one that was out of Destiny's Child. Like, she seems the most down to earth, the most out of the spotlight, the least attention seeking out of all of those girls. And people constantly come from Michelle. I don't get it. But anyway, leave that shit alone. Y'all don't be coming from Michelle like that. But, yeah, Kelly was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm not no motherfucking Michelle. So Dro tells Molly, like, hey, my wife's out of town this weekend. I'm just out hanging out with my boys or whatever. So Molly's like, all right, well, I'm about to come over to your section or whatever. As soon as, like, he started talking about his wife being gone and shit, I was like, oh, shit, I already know you was it was kind of, like, I could see some kind of tension. I don't know if it was I don't know. It was something weird about that little meeting in the cupcake shop last week. So this week, when he said that his wife was gone, I was like, oh, okay, I can kind of see where this may be going. So, yeah, so she goes on over to his section, and Kelly, she meets some guy or something. I guess some dude that she had been talking to on the app too. Like she goes to go meet this boo or whatever, and so they just kind of leave Issa there. As all this is happening, Issa spots fucking Daniel. Daniel is the guy who she cheated on Lawrence with, the dark skinned fine ass dude. So yeah, so she spots Daniel, and that security. I said, oh shit, here we go. I knew that shit wasn't gonna last too long, but so she goes and finds Molly, and Molly is like, okay, bitch, like, what you about to do? Are you gonna say something to him or what? Because I need to know how drunk I need to get before you start acting like a fucking clown. So let me know what the fuck you gonna do. And Issa was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and speak to him, which I thought that was a good thing for Issa because Issa doesn't know how to handle herself well when she doesn't have control of a situation. Like myself, for example, I would never go speak to his motherfucking ass. I'll wait for him to see me, and then he come up and speak to me. That's just my personality because I know how to work myself out of that situation. But if he came up to Issa just randomly, that bitch wouldn't know what to do because she has no control in the situation. So it was good for Issa to just take the control and say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk to Daniel and get this shit out the way. That way it's not so awkward if he runs up on my crazy ass. So yeah, so she goes up to Daniel and he's like, yeah, what's up? He wasn't being shady or anything. But she just made it kind of awkward because she basically wanted to apologize to him for how shit went down and things like that. He's like, I'm cool. Like, we cool. It is what it is. And she's like, yeah. But of course, here's her awkward part. Yeah, I'm just out here living single. Issa, come on now. He's looking at her like, really, bitch? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we good. Moving on. So Lawrence and punk ass Chad, I can't stand that motherfucker. He is just a pretentious asshole. I just don't like him, and he thinks he's funny. And I think he has like that pretty boy kind of syndrome. Like he thinks he's cute, and girls, I'm sure, come on to him because he has like that. He's really clean cut. I will give him that, and he look like he's handling his business, professionally and shit like that. But he just has this attitude, like typical LA dude. That's just what he strikes me as, just that typical LA dude who thinks he's fine as shit, got his shit going on, fucking asshole. Anyway, that's a rant. Fuck that. Fuck Chad. So Lawrence is on his way to Chad's house because they're supposed to be going to the day party as well. Or actually, I think they were supposed to be hanging out to do something. I thought they were pre-gaming. They're supposed to be pre-gaming to go somewhere. I assumed it was the same day party. So he's in this Jag. I'm like, okay, you in a Jag now? I guess his career really turned around, huh? From sitting on the couch, at Issa spot from last season. So that was cute. So yeah, he's on his way to Chad's house or to meet up with Chad, and I guess the roads were blocked or something because there was some kind of construction going on. So cars started making U-turns in the middle of the street. And about 2 or 3 cars go, make this U-turn, and then Lawrence decides to make the U-turn, and it's sure in the fuck as he make his U-turn, the fucking police pull up behind him and pull his ass over. So, and he had his little rap music and shit going on, and I don't even think he had no seatbelt on or nothing. So, yeah, fucking cops pull up. He's like, okay, let me turn this rap shit off. He put on some kind of, easy, smooth groove tune and put his motherfucking seatbelt on. He said these motherfuckers ain't about to get me. So the cop was like, we're like, are you in a rush? What's going on? Why are you making illegal U-turns in the middle of the street? And he's like, oh, I just saw everybody else doing it. So he's like, license and registration. And everybody gets fucking nervous when they get pulled over by the cops. But then the other cop that was with him talking about, keep your hands on the steering wheel where I can see him. So I'm like, oh shit, let's see where this is about to go. But anyway, he go checks his license and registration. Everything's cool. He comes back to the car and, makes some kind of petty ass joke. Was like, yeah, I'm going to give you a warning this time, but something about the team that Lawrence had on his license plate, I guess it was like Georgetown or something. He was like, yeah, we kicked your ass last year, so I'm going to give you a break this time. So Lawrence was like, ha 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 ha, thank you, sir. Whatever, get out of here, motherfucker. So that was that. So he ends up going to the grocery store to get liquor. So he gets out of the police situation. So I guess that's cool. He gets to the grocery store to get liquor, and it's like $40 something. Hold on, how much was that shit? $48 worth of liquor and shit. He gets to the counter, and when he was taking his ID out for the police officer, his debit card had fell out. So he didn't have his card with him when he was in the store. So these two little white whores behind him are like, oh, okay, we'll just take care of it for you. It's cool. And he's like, no, it's cool. And she's like, what is it, like $15? And the cashier was like, no, $48. She's like, oh, we got it. Okay, where the fuck does this happen at? But I said, oh, these are two whores that are obviously looking for some shit. So they end up paying for his shit, $48. I don't know about that. So he goes out to the parking lot. These sluts come out behind him talking about, oh, yeah, what are you doing today? Yeah, we're just going to chill at the house. We're looking for something to get into. Like just being nasty-ass whores. That's what the fuck they were doing. They obviously wanted dick from Lawrence. So they end up inviting him over, and he ends up telling Chad, like, yo, I'm going to take a little break. Like, I'm not going to be able to meet up with you to change of plans. I just met two bitches at the supermarket, and now they want to fuck me. So I'll catch up with your ass later. So anyway, they get to the house. Bitches rolling up weed and shit. One of the white girls is dancing to The Weeknd. Oh, yeah, you like The Weeknd? I love The Weeknd. And like starts doing this little strip tease, whatever the fuck she was doing. I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not even going to say that shit. But anyway, she gets on top of him, starts kissing him, and then the other girl comes over and starts kissing him too. So I see this is about to be a threesome. Then we get to the bedroom scene of them all fucking. One of the bitches is riding him, and the other bitch got her pussy in his mouth. Where the fuck do you do that? We just eat random pussy? Like you meet a bitch at the grocery store and you got this bitch, you start eating a bitch pussy? I know this is not reality, but I really think people be out doing that kind of bullshit. I would never suck anyone's pussy, dick, ass. Like, if y'all just gonna meet and fuck, just meet and fuck. But when you start putting your mouth and shit on, I mean, it's all fucking nasty anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I'm not putting my mouth on you if this is just like a hookup and fuck kind of thing. You know what I mean? Damn near don't even want to kiss. You know, motherfuckers don't kiss motherfuckers that they not really into like that. You don't just hook up with people and be making love and shit. And like, this is like your fucking girlfriend and shit. Or your wife or some bitch that you've been dating for a long ass time. You know what I mean? So I didn't understand that bullshit. So anyway, he comes and then, you know, with the one white girl that's riding him. So then the bitch that was on his face was like, all right, bitch, my turn. And, you know, of course he's soft after that. And she's like, what the fuck? And he's like, nah, just give me a minute. She was like, well, why the fuck did you come then if you knew you weren't going to be able to get hard again? He was like, well, shit, like I was just fucking. Like it was what it was. And then these two bitches got upset. And she's like, most black dudes that we bring back here, they can know how to come in and get it right back up again. So what's up with you? He's like, most dudes, like he's obviously realizing these are two fucking whores. Oh, and let me back up. While the bitch was riding him, this whore was saying, and this is one reason why I don't like white porn, like interracial porn, especially with a white chick, because this bitch said something, yeah, I like your big black cock in my white pussy, or whatever the fuck this bitch, some bullshit that fucking turns me the fuck off. What'd she say? Yeah, your black cock feels so good inside of my white pussy. The fuck out of here. And he was kind of turned off by that shit too. That's why you don't fuck these bitches. These type of bitches. Anyway, so they was obviously just after big black dick. They got mad when he couldn't get it back up. And she said, well, shit, I could have fucking called LaMarcus ass over here. He knows how to get the shit back up. And then these hoes was hungry. They talking about, pretty much just got up off him and was like, we're through with your motherfucking ass. Thank you for what you did, but we about to go get something to eat, and we about to get LaMarcus to come over here and fuck us. These bitches over there snorting coke and shit. Just two fucking coke whores. Slutty ass bitches. Anyway, that's the end of them bitches. I'm done talking about their ass. So, let's go back to the party now. All this is going on while this event is going on. The day party. So, remember Dro was there, and Molly goes over to Dro's section with them. She eats his chicken tenders and shit. You know, they're just having a good time and just reminiscing. Like, they're childhood friends. So, they're just reminiscing about shit, and some song comes on, and he's like, you know, remember we used to have our little dance challenges back in the day and shit like that. And she's like, yeah, and, you know, they're dancing. And he's like, well, let's battle right now. So they're dancing and shit. And I'm like, okay, I see where this is about to go. So, fucking Slow Motion by Juvenile comes on. And I'm like, oh, shit. I remember that used to be my shit, y'all. So, Molly is, you know, slow winding and shit. And then, you know, she spins it on around and put it on. And I'm like, see where this is about to go. And she's like, hello, let me stop. You know, your wife Candace wouldn't be too happy with this or whatever. And he was like, well, actually, she wouldn't give a fuck. No, he didn't say that. Actually, she wouldn't really care. And she's like, why? He was like, because we have an open marriage. I'm glad this came up because this has become like the new thing, especially with gays. This whole open relationship, open marriage kind of thing. I don't know too much about it. I'm not into sharing, so it was definitely interesting to see how this was going to go. So, which I appreciate people for being honest with, you know, about that instead of just sleeping with people and not letting them know, you know what I mean? And then they end up finding out that you have a wife and shit like that, or a husband. But, yeah, he was like, yeah, we just keep it honest with each other. Like, the traditional marriage thing didn't work for us, so we decided, you know, we could do whatever we want to do outside, you know, which I guess I respect it, you know. That traditional shit doesn't always work for everybody. Hell, you know, Molly starts turning into Molly. Well, why did you guys get married? And you guys are traditional, got married in a church, and, you know, coming up with all this shit, like kind of coming at him. He's like, look, it is what it is. Like, we're happy. That's what works for us. You don't have to accept it, but he was pretty much pushing up on her, trying to let her know, like, hey, I want to fuck you. Like, it's cool if we fuck. And I was like, oh, no, Molly, don't do this shit. Like, this is your homeboy from way back. And she said the only thing they've ever done was kiss when they were kids or something back in middle school or some shit like that. But I'm like, no, don't take it to this level. And then especially like this man has a wife, like that would definitely fuck up whatever kind of friendship y'all have. Because you're not going to be with this man. And you're obviously looking for somebody to marry and shit like that. So don't do it, bitch. So she kind of, you know, walks off from him and goes back up to Issa and Kelly. These hoes are just sitting there looking lame as fuck. They both, oh shit, let me go back. Okay, so, you remember I said Issa's supposed to be meeting this nigga named Felix with the sophisticated name at the party. This motherfucker comes up to her. She texts him, say, hey, I'm sitting out by the fountain. He comes up to her. He ain't even cute, first of all. Talking about, yeah, your hair looks different. Like, immediately went into that. Your hair looks different. She's like, yeah, I kind of switch it up sometimes. And then he was like, well, can you switch it back? Fuck you, motherfucker. That's what I was like, bitch, fuck you. Who the fuck are you? You are not cute. Anyway, so then he says, yeah, your voice even sounds different. She was like, yeah, I had a cold, you know, maybe it's just coming back. Some bullshit she said. And he kept looking around and she's like, well, you know, what are you looking for your friends? And he's like, yeah, I'm looking for my friends. I'll see you around. And just like fucking wrote her off. Respect your blunt and honesty, but you ain't all that to be doing that bullshit. So obviously, I guess he felt like he was catfished, which I don't really know. Issa, like, what were you given on this profile? Because I mean, we've always kind of seen her with a natural hairstyle, you know. So I don't know what she was given or what that voice was given when they talked on the phone. So yeah, moving the fuck on. So that didn't work out for her. So let's fast forward, or I guess rewind. Back to what I was talking about with Molly. So Molly comes up to Kelly and Issa, and they're both sitting there looking pitiful because I guess whatever their dates, whoever they was meeting, the shit just didn't work out. So they're sitting there ready to go. I'll get up and leave. They're gonna go get something to eat. And Kelly at this point is like, yeah, my boo is there and he's saving us some seats at this little diner or whatever. So they all go to this diner. But on the way out, Molly stops and talks to Dro. And he's like, I'm heading out of here. We're about to go get something to eat. He was like, well, can I hit you up later? Keep in mind, he wants to fuck Molly. She's like, yeah, just text me later on. So they get to this motherfucking restaurant, and when I tell you this goddamn Kelly, some dude, he was cute, sitting in the booth. He didn't save them seats or whatever. So they all sit down. Kelly's talking about, yeah, this is my cheat day. I'm on my diet or off my diet today and shit like that. So she's sitting there in the motherfucking booth. Molly is sitting there. A boy texts Molly, and he's like, yo, can I see you tonight? You want some company? And she starts texting. I was like, Molly, do not fuck this man. So she starts talking. She starts sending a text or starts typing out a text saying, yeah, basically, yeah, that would be cool. And then she deletes it. They show her deleting it. And she's like, no, I'm actually really tired. And I'm going to be traveling, going to Chicago this coming week. So she didn't do it, which I was fucking glad that she didn't do that shit. But I have a feeling that's not going to be the end of those two. Anyway, so that's going on with Molly on this side of the table. Motherfucking Kelly sitting over here. This whore is getting fingered in the booth in the full ass restaurant. And she's in the middle of a sentence talking about she asked the guy, what would you cook for me if, like we were on a date, like what would you cook for me? And she stops mid-sentence and it's like this, she's like, and it's like awkward as fuck. Issa's looking like, what the fuck is going on? And Molly's looking like, what the fuck is going on? Sorry, y'all. And at the same time, everybody's kind of looking at this bitch, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. At the same time, Issa looks across and fucking Daniel is in the restaurant. And he's looking at this bitch like, looking across like, Kelly, what the fuck is going on with her? So he looks at Issa. They make eye contact. And Issa is looking like, what? And he's like, pick up your phone like I'm about to text you. So he texts Issa, is your friend over there getting fingered in the fucking corner? And Issa looks up, she's like, child. So she just picks up her plate and goes and sits over with Daniel, and like they're laughing and shit. And then the episode went off. Kelly, you nasty bitch. Who the fuck does that? And like the dude who was fingering her, his homeboy is sitting like right next to him. And like, you are really getting fingered down in this restaurant, bitch. But that's crazy ass Kelly. That's why we love her ass. So yeah, episode was pretty funny this week. Lawrence, stop fucking them whores that you meet in grocery stores. Because they had his ass looking kind of crazy after they wrote his ass off. And I forgot to mention something. After he left there, he was looking kind of shitty. Like he got played, which he did. And he calls Chad, and Chad is like, yeah, bro, what's going on? How was it? You dick those hoes down, and, kind of pumping his head up. And he's sitting there like, well, yeah, it was cool, whatever. He gets off the phone with Chad. He's sitting in front of fucking Issa's apartment. And then he just pulls off. What, you thought you was going to slide your ass up at Issa next? After you just fuck with these two whores? Lawrence, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. So, y'all, I can't wait till fucking next week. And we're going to see how this is going to go. Thanks for checking out my video. Subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see y'all next week for the review of episode 5. Later.